Hello. Yes, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to Logic Labs Technologies. So today we are here for the Linux administration demo session, that is day one. So let me introduce myself to you people. Yes, as it is a day one session today, let me give you some of the details of our Logic Labs Technologies. So I am a trainer here. My name is Sonika. I am RHCE and RHCSA certified engineer. So whatever course content, if you want to view, you can scan here and you can access the course content. Our course duration will be of 4 weeks. The session will be in the morning, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So the course fees are 3,999 INR. For any queries, you can contact to our Logic Labs Technologies. Our first 3 sessions will be free to attend, and the fourth session Zoom meeting link will be shared to the paid registered participants only. For the session updated, join our WhatsApp community, that community link below. I'll share this WhatsApp link on the chat box to everyone. All the session recordings and the notes will be accessible through the LMS Graphy to only the paid members after the fourth session. And from the day 1 to day 3, the recordings will be available on the YouTube channel. Those updations also will be given to you on the WhatsApp group where you are going to join our WhatsApp link. Logiclex technologies will be available from Monday to Saturday in between 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can freely contact anytime to our contact numbers which are available, which are given over here. And our email ID is support@logiclabstechnologies.com. Okay, so let us start with the course content. What all we are going to cover in our 4 weeks of the 4 weeks session. So yes, as we are here into RHCSA, that is System Administration, Red Hat Certified System Administration course. So here we are going to cover the topics like overview of Linux operating system. So in overview, we are going to cover what exactly Linux operating system is, why Linux operating system is so useful day-to-day life at the enterprise level, where Linux operating system is used, why you should learn about Linux, what is a role of a system administrator, why Linux is more secure, its distributions, and how to install the OS. This will be covered in the first of the chapter. Next, we are going to guide you with the installation guide on the virtual machine, online how you can practice your commands, and on the cloud computing on the AWS instance, Amazon Web Services. There you can create your EC2 machine of your Linux operating system. There also you can practice your commands. So next, coming with the basic and advanced commands. I have designed this course content in such a format that from basics to advanced you can easily cover it. So first we are going to cover the basic commands, in which you are going to like where we are, how we have to list, and all will be covered in this. After that, we will be going to the advanced commands after covering some of the main basic contents. After, we are going to complete our file structure. In file structure, Linux file structure will be explained. VI file editor, how in Windows we have a files, we can create a file, we can edit a file, we can program into a file. Likewise, how we can create a file into a Linux, we are going to learn it. User group and management, it plays a very important role. So all these users and groups will be how to create, how to manage them, how their passwords will be, password aging, and sudo. SU and sudo will be covered. Then we are coming to the next part, that is permissions. In permissions, and we are going to cover all four permissions, that is default permission, file basic file permissions, special permissions, and advanced file permissions, which plays a very important role in Linux, as we say that Linux is very much a secure platform, so it plays a very important role. Then we are going to cover the links, how to create the links, what are links, soft links and hard links, how we can create a backup using the links. Monitoring. So while we are working with all these, there are some processes which are running. So how we are going to monitor and manage, that will be covered. Controlling of the services and the daemons. The services which are running in the background or which we are going to install and we are going to use it on our Linux, that will be covered. Analyzing and storing of the logs. Logs creation is the main factor in the Linux. So how it is created, how we are going to maintain it, and how we are going to back up its uses, that we are going to cover it. Managing Red Hat Linux networking. So Linux. So once we complete with the Linux OS, how we can take our system into network, into intranet, into internet, so that we are going to cover it. Installing and updating of the software packages. Some of the packages are required, which are to be installed by creating of the web servers, uh, how to create it, how we are going to install it, that all will be going to be covered. Next are the cron jobs. Cron jobs are nothing but the tasks which we are going to schedule, future tasks that we are going to, um, how we can say that, how we are going to manage the task, that commands and all. Managing the basic storage and the swap partitions will be covered. With the additional partition, how we are going to add on it. Managing logical volumes, that is LVM, which plays a very important role in this, that guide will be provided. Explaining of the boot process and controlling of the boot process. So once you are into the OS, I'm going to explain you with the booting process and how we can control the booting process. Controlling in the sense, if suppose we forget the password or we are unable to access our Linux machine through the password, how we can reset it or how we can repair the file system, that we are going to cover it. Then we at the end we come with the firewall. Firewall is security based, that we are going to cover. And I'll be providing some of the extra sessions of the server and client configuration. Why? Because so once you learn all the operating system, we'll create the server and the client where we can communicate with the server and the client. So what you can cover some of the basics commands, advanced commands here, by giving permission to the user who are going to access to the servers, who is not going to access, and how we can copy and how we can download from the server if we want any of the files, that will be going to be covered here. And Samba server is nothing but where we can make a communication in between a Linux and an Windows operating system. So that will be covered here. That one demo I'll take. And web servers, you might be knowing that how we can add the web page through the Linux operating system, that we are going to cover. So coming to what contains what PDFs I'll be providing you is, I'll be providing you each and every concepts PDFs to you. I'll show you one of the examples. So this is one of the example of the PDF where we are going to cover. This is Linux operating system overview. So in this, each and every point will be clarified to you that what is Linux, why Linux operating system is used, as it is an open source operating system. Anyone can run, study, modify, and redistribute the source code. It is high stable, it's security, easy to operate, hardware compatibility. It doesn't need, Linux doesn't need more hardware configuration as it is command line based. Next is the open source, how it is open source and how we can do the rest of the things with it. Next come to where all Linux operating systems are used. Linux operating systems are used in the NASA centers, healthcare, commercial uses for running applications, server OS for web servers, database servers, file servers, email servers, and any other type of shared server. Linux is well suited for all types of server applications and also for the financial institutes. Why we should learn about the Linux? As it is on a high usage in many sectors, system administrators are like a tech journalist. They handle many different things to keep the organization up and running. The system administration will be the one who will be handling all the infrastructure of the organization, where it comes with the computers from the high-end networkings. The system administrator, or you can also say as an sysadmins, are the unsung heroes of the organization. They work in the background to make sure the company's IT infrastructure is always working, constantly fighting with the IT disasters for happening. Means there might be some of the fluctuations, or there might be some issues with the networkings or with the connectivities with the servers and all. These all things the system administrator, which we are covering this course content, so that person is going to be managed with them, because in this we are going to cover the L2 level system administration job, you can say it as L2 level, where you will become expertise with the Linux operating system. Okay, and each and every command I have mentioned in the PDFs. Tomorrow is the day two session. You please attend it. You will, I'll show with the second and third PPTs where I have involved all of the commands with its descriptions, and we are going to run those commands, what are its importance, and how we are going to utilize it in our industrial sector. Next, why Linux is more secure, that we are going to cover. Distributions. As Linux is an open source operating system, anyone can, as I said prior, that anyone can run, modify, and and edit the source code in the Linux. So many of them, there are distributions like Linux, Mint, Debian, Ubuntu, OpenSUSE, and Manjaro. But now we are going to learn Red Hat, which is at an enterprise level. So how and where we are going to install our OS? We are going to, I'm going to show you um, in three different types. You will be installing your OS. First, for the virtual box like Oracle, on the virtual box you are going to install your OS. I'm going to show you all the procedure and steps which will be included in the PPTs also, step by step. Next is the cloud platform. We are going to create one our AWS account, that is Amazon Web Services account, where I'll make you to create an EC2 machine, that is Linux operating system. And third one is the online practicing, that is ballard.org. How you can practice your commands. Um that will be online also you can do. There is no any installation, there is no any requirement of installation of OS and all. And a new computer system with OS, which will be the fourth. But as of now, we are going to learn on a virtual box or AWS instance only, because we cannot format our overall system for the Linux OS. So once we are good and okay with it, and if anyone wants that I should make our system totally with the Linux, that time we can format our hard disk with the Linux operating system. So this was from my end. So if anyone have any queries, you can please keep on a chat box. Hello. So anyone has any queries? Yes, Bhaskar, as it is an open source, some of the basic commands goes with the same commands only. And if any differences will be there, if you want, we can share you the details with that if you have any queries regarding SUSE Linux. Okay, thank you, Bhaskar. Everyone have got clarified with the course content. Yes, Sai Krishna. After you are paid, you're going to get all the recordings of the daily session, as I've mentioned prior also. And also you're going to get the PDFs of each and everything which I have added in the course content. And each and every PDF will be included with the commands with its description, so that you can easily recall your commands if you're going to attend one of the interview, or if you are going to work on the Linux and such command. If you have query, you can go to the PDFs, you can recall it, and you can easily grasp it. And from day 1 to day 3, you're going to get the recordings on the YouTube links, as you're going to join the WhatsApp link of our Logic Labs Technologies, which will be provided. I just share the um, WhatsApp link to you. Just a moment. So this is the WhatsApp group link where you can join, and all the updated detailed information will be provided to you on this WhatsApp link. And anytime you can contact to the support at the logiclabstechnologies.com, and the contact numbers are also provided. You can contact us. Please, Saran M. I didn't got your question correctly. Please, WhatsApp group again. I'm in share. Just a moment. Sharon, is it clear to you? Did you got the WhatsApp group link? I have shared the link to everyone, the WhatsApp group link. You can join the link from here. Think everyone have got cleared that. Yes, Sharon. Everyone have got cleared that day 1, day 2, day 3 sessions will be available on the YouTube links, and the links will be provided to you on this WhatsApp group. So please join it. The day 4 session will be available for the day 4 session Zoom links will be available for the paid registered participants. That registration link will also be available to you on this WhatsApp group only. So I think everyone's doubts are cleared. I would like to ask some of you that uh, do you have any background of Linux, or how, since you're fresher to it, or you're already working, or now we are going to learn the operating system? Okay, Philip, now you're learning. So you're newer to this. Okay, that's great. Okay, Philip. I think I cannot unmute you, Bhaskar. You can share your question in this chat box only, please. Until I'll show you the PPTs, which all will be uh, updated to you people. So I'll be sharing you. And one more thing, I would like to tell you that at the end of this session, I will be providing you the interview question and answers also, from 80 to 100 interview question and answers, which will be based theoretically also, and also to the command oriented, where you are going to be clarified with the commands with its question and the tricky questions which will be asked to you people in the interviews. That PDF will be uploaded at the end of this session after the 4 weeks of this session. So as day two, day three, sorry for the interruption. As I was telling that how will complete our session, that on that day, whichever we are going to cover the topics, that topics will be uploaded to you on your Graphy cloud, where you are going to access your PDFs and all. Once you're registered, you're going to get your login ID and password. Your own dashboard will be there, where you will access your PDFs and daily recordings of your session. So these are the PDFs which will be getting. First will be the introduction of the Linux operating system. Second will be the OS installation guide, same as what we have made available into the course content. Basics of the commands, file system and file system structures, VI editor, user and group management, sudo, that is substitute user and pseudo users, managing password policy, default permissions, that is umasks, normal file permissions, special permissions, advanced file permissions, links, monitoring and managing Linux processes, controlling services and domains, analyzing and storing logs, find command, its cases we are going to cover up to 10 to 12 cases. How the find command is useful, we are going to learn. Grep command, locate command, pipe command, compressing and decompressing of the files. As of in Windows, how you compress the files if you have large sized files. Compressing the same in the Linux, we are going to compress and decompress. Managing of the Red Hat Linux Enterprise in the networking. After that, installation and updating the software packages, cron jobs, managing logical volumes, explaining of the boot process 1 and explaining of the boot process 2. Two of the PPTs are there. And the final is SC Linux. And if I feel mandated that I'll add some of the PPTs at the time of ongoing sessions. If any addition is there, I'll add into the presentation and will be uploaded to you. And at the end of this session, as I mentioned prior, you will get the PDF of interview question and answers. So as this is a demo session, today's we are not much going to cover this one only. We are going to cover that is the course content and how you can join our WhatsApp link and what about Logic Labs Technologies. If you have any queries, please you can ask on the chat box. Everyone have clarified with all what are the course content and what we are going to cover it, what all contents you are going to be receivable after each every session and at the end of the session. I'll wait for another 5 minutes, and if you have any queries, you please just ask. And we are going to end with this day one session, and the day two will be continued with 1 hour session, complete 1 hour session from tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be covering our first topic, that is overview of the Linux operating system, and after that the basics commands will be the installation procedure I'll be explaining in the day two session. You can ask any of the queries if you have. I'll be waiting here for 5 minutes more. Yes, Bhaskar, you can introduce yourself. One by one, you can introduce to yourself. Sai, the link which you have provided for the WhatsApp group is not redirecting to that. Can you please look into that? Yes, I'll just get back to you. Now you can raise your hands. I can unmute you now. Yes, 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 Bhaskar. Right, you can raise your hand. I can unmute you. Just a moment, Bhaskar. Uh, 15 days. Yes, Bhaskar, you're allowed to talk. Can you hear? Yes, please, Bhaskar, you're unmuted.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, you're audible to me.
Yeah, hi Sonika,
As
very
it
good
is
morning.
a day one, it might take some interruption. From tomorrow, it will be all okay. Yes, please, Bhaskar,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm working in past 8 years in the IT industry. Actually, I'm working in like a cloud storage, like a SAN and NAS environments. So, what
Okay.
I need to learn more and explore the Linux system like SUSE, Ubuntu, and Red Hat. So that's why I'm asking. Like I can heard about some commands for the difference for the SUSE and Red Hat. Correct? Some commands.
Yes, yes, you asked that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
correct.
Suse, here you're going to cover your commands related to Red Hat. Okay. So
Okay.
once we'll be learning the basics commands, once we are
Mm.
starting it, you can
Okay.
compare that with the SUSE also. Basics
Okay.
commands will be same because
Okay.
these are the same distributions of the Linux. Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Some
Okay.
might be like in Ubuntu for the installation. How in Red Hat we are going to use yum command, yum and
Yeah, correct.
rpm command. In
Command.
SUSE,
Okay.
in Ubuntu, it is like apt. So in
APT and
SUSE,
SUSE, I think upper zipper up, I think, for the installation any packages and all, correct?
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
might be. So what I said, some of the minor changes will be there. The basics, which will be for the Linux platform, which is the Unix.
Okay.
Okay, it will be same
Are the
only.
same. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. The
Okay.
commands
Because
might
in
be
our
different, but
environment we
OS
have the
goes.
SUSE.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
please.
SUSE environment in our our project. So that's why I like more to explore on the SUSE. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
got your point. We can compare. You can compare. Once you learn this operating system, any it might be. It might be Red Hat. It might be
Okay.
Ubuntu. The platform goes
Okay.
same only, which is Unix based. Correct.
Okay.
Some
Got
of
it.
the
Yeah.
minor changes will be that you can recover yourself.
Okay. Got
Correct.
it.
Are you getting my point clearly?
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting the point.
Yes. Here you will be get clarified with the Unix based operating system, which
Yeah,
will.
yeah. Correct.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah. Thanks,
Um.
Sonika. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you very much.
So, one more question. So, we need to
Yes,
pay within
please.
the 3 days for this fees, correct?
Yes, you can pay. After
Uh,
3 sessions, also you can pay, and now also you can play. You can join the
okay.
WhatsApp group where you
Okay,
will
sure.
share.
Yeah, I have the links. Yeah, I have the links. I have joined from the day.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
register them. You'll be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
paid registered.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, thank you,
Thanks.
Bhaskar. Anyone has any doubts, you can clarify or you can give your introduction. Okay, then, if anyone has no any doubts, we can end up with our session. That is day one session. Tomorrow will be the day two session at 8 a.m. in the morning till 9 a.m. 1 hour session will be there. Okay, then we are ending with the session. Very good day to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.